name is Fountain, and when your last name is just a thing, people always try to make it way fancier than it is. Like, I'll go out and they'll be like, "Oh, right this way, Mr. Fontaine." No Fontaine, just Fountain. You know, like, also, I don't go anywhere where they say right this way. It's more like, I got a pepperoni for Fontaine. Pizza's mine, you know, no Fontaine, pizza's mine. My dad, he'll get mad, though, because like it's been his name his whole life, so let's say we'll go to the bank or something, they'll be like, "Okay, Michael, a fountain, how do you spell that?" And he'll just go, "Drinking Buckingham of Youth." That's it. If you don't know how to spell it after that, you can phone a friend or something. He's not telling you. It's funny that he gets so aggravated because he's an old hippie, so he just smokes tons of weed. They're like, "There we go, type it up, yeah." I call him Snoop Dad. And he'll get like blazed out of his mind and just ask me weird questions. Like he'll just be like, "Dude, who taught you how to brush your teeth?" I'm like, "I hope you, parent. You know, like, that's your job." The other day, he asked me, "How many ants exist?" How is any person supposed to know that? Like, scientists don't know that. Then one day he goes, "Hey, isn't it weird how much we trust soap?" Yeah, I want to hear where this is going. So and he's like, "Yeah. You know, like you can go to the bathroom, you can wipe yourself, use soap and water, and then go make a sandwich. And nobody cares. Isn't that messed up?" And I'm like, "No. You know how many sandwiches I've eaten that you've made for me? That's what's messed up. I know your process now." Anybody here on a date? You guys dating out here? Yeah, good, that's good. If you're married, you're on a date. I just want to let you know. Well, I don't know what that's like, because I'm a terrible judge for when somebody likes me. Here's a perfect example. Go to Jewel not too long ago, I'm in the deli section, take my number. Notice there's a cute girl behind the counter, just shaving meats. That's a skill I look for in a partner. And she's smiling and giggling at me, you know. So in my big dumb head, I'm like, "Oh, she's totally flirting with me." Because for some reason, I'm here thinking that she's over there wanting a man in her life who eats his seafood salad by the pound. So I ask her, I say, "Hey, what's so funny, you know?" And she goes, "No, I shouldn't." I say, "Go ahead." And she goes, "You look like..." Never mind. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, because if you're sexy, nobody says never mind. They just tell you. I said, "I got a pretty good sense of humor, come on." And she goes, "You look like Tim Allen." Yeah, silence on my own, too. So I did a mental check down. I was like, "Okay, tool time, Tim, tool time." I said, "Oh. Facial hair, looks sturdy. You must mean Al Borland." You know, like that's... You must mean Al Borland. And she goes, "No, you look like Tim Allen when he's turning into Santa Claus." In the Santa Claus. I was like, "I know the film. You know, like you don't have to tell me. Just give me my salad." She's like, "Dude, that's meat and mayonnaise." You know, like it's not. So I'm single. I told you that to tell you this. I don't have children. Now you're not surprised. do have 2 nephews and a niece. Way smarter than me. Like, way brilliant, awesome kids. The youngest, she likes cats. She wants to be a veterinarian. The oldest, he's an egghead. He's a bit of an egghead. He runs up to me the other day. He's like, "Uncle Mike, I'm going to summer school." And I'm like, "Dang, what'd you do?" He's like, "No, I signed up." I was like, "On purpose?" Like, I'm wasting a perfectly good summer. And then the other one, you have a kid in your family where you look at him and you're just like, "Yeah, he's going to prison." You're for sure going to prison. My sister gets mad. She's like, "Mike, you're their uncle. You can't speak like that." I'm like, "I'm being honest." And she's like, "But you have to support them." And I'm like, "I saw him sharpening sidewalk chalk into a shank. You know, he knows." For whatever reason, you know, like we're all at the dinner table the other day, and I got Shawshank over here, and I got the egghead and the girl, and everyone, and weapons comes up, you know, because this guy, and the oldest is like, "Yeah, I think we should fight with our minds. We shouldn't use weapons." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And then and this guy's like, "I got 2 water pistols in my closet, loaded right now." I'm like, "Yep." And without skipping a beat, or moving her head from her plate, the girl just goes, "I sleep with a hammer under my pillow." Thanks, guys. I'm Mike.